Hey, what's up, ladies and gentle-tubers? It is Tyler with the eveRide channel. Now, as you can see, this video is almost 40 minutes long, but if you're interested in any motovlogging behind the scenes, what we really think, this video is going to be really informative. This was a real discussion among 3 motovloggers, and we decided to record it and just kind of let you in on our lives as motovloggers at different stages, and how YouTube treats us, and what we think of the whole thing. So hopefully you enjoy. You can speed it up or listen to it like a podcast, but hopefully you enjoy. Thanks.
What's happening, guys? Welcome to the Midweek Motovlog. My name is Colorado Dual Sport for the eveRide channel.
This is Hermit the Vlog with the eveRide channel.
And who's this guy?
Tyler with the eveRide channel.
Oh, that's right. You're the guy that usually does that. We're going to talk about why you should not motovlog for millions of dollars.
Yes, we're gonna talk about the realities of motovlogging.
We should ride dirt bergs while we talk about this.
We should ride some dirt bergs.
We need to ride the dirt bergs. Mr. Minute Stop, you're being missed in the middle of this midweek motovlog madness.
It's so true.
Alright, eveRide, I just want you to have at least one good motovlog before you hang it up. So
Yeah.
I'll handle this one for you. Alright, so bottom line, first of all, the first reason not to motovlog for money is because there's not that much money in it.
Wait, you're kidding me.
No, there's really not that much money. And you know, I think people get the wrong impression because I think they see people putting a lot of money into their channels.
Right.
Thinking, well, if they're putting that much money into the channel, then they must be making even more.
They got some kind of a return on investment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's total crap.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
No, I can say I've spent hundreds of dollars on equipment. I've spent hundreds of dollars just on helping other people out in the community and things like that. And I've only made back a fraction of that in returns on YouTube. But we can't say how much money we make on YouTube. We're not allowed to do that. We'll get kicked off YouTube.
Right.
We can give
Clues.
estimates. We can give ranges.
Yeah. Yeah. So eveRide, like, how how many hours do you think you work a week on your channel?
Well, I have a goal to only work 40 hours.
Oh, you have a goal. Okay.
That was a New Year's resolution, wasn't it?
That was, because can I talk about this for a second? You guys mind?
No, go for it.
All right, so before New Year's, before Christmas, I was spending, anywhere from 60 to 80 hours a week just doing YouTube stuff. And that's not necessarily always like editing, hard work. A lot of it's research, a lot of it's following other channels, seeing what people are doing, seeing what topics are covered, and then just lurking on forums a lot. And then I had Christmas break, and I was like, dude, my family, here's what happens on the average day. Yeah, I get to stay home with my family, but I'm upstairs in my room editing, and they're downstairs doing things and having fun, and
being a family.
Being a family, and I'm away from that every day, 8 to 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. I try to take Sundays off more, but that just doesn't happen. Anyway, so I made a New Year's resolution. I'll only work 40 hours, and so that means probably less focus on comments. Because I was spending more time on comments a week than I was on my own kids.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
messed up, man.
yeah, how can you say, oh, I'm a good dad when, Anyway, I mean, I love people that comment, and I love the comments, but man, that sucks. Oh! Mylar balloon.
Yeah. Gotta go clean the trail.
Clean the trail!
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna turn around.
I wonder how old this Mylar balloon is.
Oh, you can even just tuck it in there, and I don't care. Whatever.
Alright.
Well, now that we're done doing our trail service for the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hour.
Alright, so you're right. It sounds like you've been working like 50 or 60 hours a week at least on your channel, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so how much money do you think you make an hour?
Truthfully, anywhere from $4 to $8 an hour, depending on the month.
Okay, so you're making between $4 and $8 an hour as a full-time tube viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
And that's for an 40-hour week, or is that for an 80-hour week?
That's for the big week. That's for 60 to 80 hours.
Wow.
And so I totally could cut back,
Right.
Because a lot of it's just time on YouTube, time on Facebook, researching channels, and just watching videos.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
well, let's talk about the production of a video then, because some people might not understand how much effort goes into that. right?
Are you actually on my side on this?
You know, listen, this could be biblical. This could be the end.
This is one of the signs of the apocalypse. So,
Yeah. Well, so some people might see like a 5-minute video and think, hey, you know, that'd be cool. I probably spent like an hour or two making that video. I want to do that.
yeah.
So if we see like a 5-minute video of yours, how much time did it actually take to make that video?
Well, it depends. If it's a motovlog like this one, it's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you splice 3 clips together. Well, 4 with the rear camera, and you line them up in the sync, and then you cut out what you don't like,
Right.
and then publish. That's super easy.
Like I was telling you guys last night, this is why Nest Up Productions hates me.
Because your videos are just, they're basic.
My videos are so basic, but you know what? I choose to have my channel be that way so that I can realistically manage it
Well, and
while I still have a job.
Yeah, something that I spend a lot of time doing is I do like every single YouTube Creator Academy thing that's ever been made.
Right.
And they come out with new ones all the time, and I've actually been so active with them that they gave me like a special YouTube person to help me like make my channel successful and stuff.
No, you got like a YouTube version of Siri or something?
Well, it's like an actual person.
Oh.
Yeah, her name was Mary, and she was really cool. But anyway, you know, I spend a lot of time on that, and they say, like in every beginner one, they're like, listen, you need to make sure that your editing schedule doesn't burn you out. Hey, look, another Mylar balloon.
That's interesting. Your editing schedule does not burn you out. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah,
Well,
what does that mean?
They basically say, you know what?
Let's
This
paint the trail and then talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I
So
can
these
pick it up.
things just
It's all
collect out
good.
here all over the place?
You know, I think they actually tied these to the trees as trail markers or something,
Yeah.
because there's nothing on them.
Oh, so we're probably going to get somebody lost and they're going to die in the desert because we're cleaning the trail.
I shouldn't have left trash in the trails.
Yeah, okay.
It's true. Now, Xena, you've saved us from running out of gas on the highway, and now you're a trash truck. Alright, so back to where we were.
Well, where were we?
Now, we were talking about how much time it takes to edit the video, and you were saying that your creator advocate said that you got to make sure you have a schedule, an editing schedule that doesn't burn you out, and I'm wondering what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, well, they say, like, you know, if you're doing one video a day, like if you're like a daily vlogger, you cannot be having some kind of a video schedule that's like out of control. You know, you can't be having a editing that takes, you know, 4 hours a day if you're doing daily vlogs. They just got to be like the basic, you know.
Right, because you're going to kill yourself.
Yeah, and they're like, if you're doing production value stuff once a week is going to be hard.
Yeah.
And if you're doing like Devon Supertramp type of stuff, that's going to be like
Monthly.
yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm worried about is like I've seen some of your videos. They look pretty high quality. They have some pretty high production value.
Yeah.
Especially for a motovlogger. And what I'm worried about is somebody looking at one of your videos and saying, "Oh, hey, this guy's got this many subscribers." How many subscribers you got right now?
I don't 30 something.
32 or 36.
You guys want to go up here?
Is there a choice?
It's a little bit rocky, but
Okay, let's do it.
channel your Graham Jarvis. It's always funny to go through something like that and then you see some trail up on the side that's all nice.
Yeah.
You're like, wait,
What did I do wrong? All right, so you got 36,000 subscribers.
something.
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Somewhere around there.
And if you put a video out, how many views does it usually get in about a week?
I don't know, 5,000.
5,000 views.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're making $4 to $8 an hour doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if somebody's like, "Hey, that sounds good to me. I want to do that." I'm trying to give them an idea of like how much work it is to put out the kind of videos that you do. Like not like a easy one-cut video like some motovloggers, but the higher quality stuff.
Thanks,
not
Hermit.
pointing any fingers. I'm just
Thanks,
saying.
Hermit.
What?
But you also can't really say that though, because how long have you been doing YouTube videos to get up to 30,000 subscribers?
A lot longer than a lot of guys who've gone to, you know, 400, 500,000.
Yeah. So that's a whole other factor.
Right, but you were also making 10 cents a video, or 10 cents an hour for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like what our job here is to kind of give somebody an idea of what they're in for. Like, you're not going to walk into that level of success.
Right.
You know, if you're even interested in that level of success.
Well, my
Right.
level of success is like, I'd be doing better flipping burgers.
Right.
Right, and that's one of the points. That's one of the points we got to make, right? Is like there's easier ways to make money,
Yeah.
you know, and there's also easier ways to make motovlogs, but those might not be as successful, right?
Right.
And
I
then
mean,
there's this whole
and you
other
can-
fact. Go ahead.
You can do really well by separating the two, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you can go out and ride motorcycles with the money that you earn by flipping burgers.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's the advice that I usually give to people that send me a message. I usually say, start off with it as a very cheap hobby.
Yeah.
If you dig the hobby, spend some of your own money on better equipment,
Yeah.
then see if you start to get a following. You know, this
Yeah.
is like a 6-month plus investment in time.
Like last week, you made this pretty cool video about doing the figure 8 drill to learn how to be a better rider.
Right?
And I watched that, and you know, it was a really simple video with a really simple concept, but it looked like it was kind of hard to me. It looked kind of hard to make. You had a lot, you know, you had like some drone shots, and you had probably 3 different cameras working out there, and looks like you had to organize a couple guys to come out and help you.
Yeah.
So how long did it take to make that whole video?
Like riding and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man, so you so the video starts conceptually with research, right?
Okay.
You're looking for what people are searching for, and I started looking for what are good motorcycle drills for beginner enduro. And so I saw some people mention I just go out and do figure 8s in the forums and stuff. So I went out and started doing the figure 8s, and then I was like, okay, well, we'll do a video because this is actually really fun.
Right.
So I got a couple of guys together, we went out and filmed it, and then the filming was really boring because it was basically like an hour of us riding around in figure 8s with one camera and one helmet camera.
Right, so how do you make that interesting?
Yeah. So I came home and I started editing that, and you know, the thing is I'd written a script and tried to stick to the script. You can never see it because there's always something going on over, or it's a quick cut and you can't see it.
Right.
So you write a script, and then you try to follow the script as you're looking into camera, and as I'm using another camera as a microphone. And so, you know, I basically did that video for the first time, and it really sucked. And when I looked at it, it was no good. And so I wrote another script that would be more appropriate for doing a voiceover. And then I went out again, and I had the drone, and I shot myself with the drone.
Did it hurt?
Yeah. and then I went out again with my wife and had her shoot me just going around in the figure 8, you know. Anyway, so there's the script writing and then the filming. And then you come back and you mesh the two together and you try to figure out where the two videos can intersect, and so you can use some of the footage from the video that did suck. Right? Yeah, there's just a lot to it.
So how many hours editing then?
Hours editing was probably 20.
20 hours editing?
Yeah, it took 2 solid days to edit that at the end.
Yeah. And then how long was the video? It was under 6 minutes, wasn't it?
I think it was just under 6 minutes, yeah.
Okay. So.
But the thing that people don't realize even then is on Saturday when the dang thing's uploaded, a lot of people were like, hey, I understand you stopped uploading on Sunday because you know, keep the Sabbath day holy thing or whatever.
Right.
Like, I understand you stopped uploading on Sunday, but why? You can just like schedule your video to go live, and then you don't have to work. You don't have to do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd like to answer that.
The upload day is the most difficult day. Not the most difficult. It's just when the most technical crap goes on.
Yeah.
Because you got to go in and you got to put all your tags in. You got to get into Photoshop and make your thumbnail.
Right.
Sometimes the thumbnails from the video shots themselves suck, so you've got to go out and take another photo shoot and get another thumbnail.
Right.
It works. And then, you know, just tags, writing the description. And then if you know, on Saturdays I stick around for 2 or 3 hours after it's been released, and I answer everybody's comments right off the bat. On Sundays I don't, because I'm doing family stuff. So
I've managed to avoid that by uploading Monday night.
So how many hours do you spend on your title cards on average?
Oh, maybe. It depends on if I have something good from the original shoot or not. If I have a good picture, then it's easy, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
And if you don't?
throw in some filters like Instagram and put some text on it.
Yeah.
Right.
If I don't, then it's scrubbing through all the footage, trying to find something that looks cool,
Right.
then cropping it. I mean, you know,
So-
it's not
so
that's not that hard. So that on an easy day, it probably takes 30 minutes. On a hard day, where you have to go out and reshoot, that probably takes 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
All right, so can we whittle down a little bit to give somebody who doesn't have the size of a channel you do a little bit of a perspective? Like maybe we could talk about mine and then we can talk about Hermit's.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, because seriously, like,
Because we kind of do step down.
that's why I really enjoy doing the midweek motovlogs, because we come out here, we ride, it's super easy editing, and then it's good topical discussion that people enjoy, and it's a conversation instead of just like a, you know, this is a high value production like
Right.
Saturdays, you know.
But
Go buy an 1100 or 1190.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to get this core piece of information that I wanted to figure out from the beginning here is, if somebody says, I want to be like eveRide when I grow up, what's that going to take? It sounds to me like you're spending 50 hours a week on one video, if it's the high quality ones that you usually do.
Yeah.
But he didn't always do that.
Yeah.
You gotta think about that too.
You know what?
Yeah, right, but people
I
watching
gotta-
the videos now are watching his videos that are coming out right now, looking at his success right now and saying, cool, I want to do that. They're not
Right,
going
but-
and looking at the videos that he did where he was violating the back of a KLR with a screwdriver and saying, oh, I want to be that guy. That's not what we're addressing here.
But I mean, a lot of us, you know, came up watching the Trail Tales and came up, you know, watching the KLR videos.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he wasn't doing it for a business then.
I gotta say, when I did start treating it 100% like a business, well, at least 100% what I figure is a business.
100% of a ever-ride business.
Yeah, when I started investing all of my time that I had into it, the channel blew up. You know, it got a lot bigger than it had been. I mean, I think I went full time at 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I've been full time for like a year and a half, and so it's paid off.
And to be clear, like, full time means you do not have another job.
Yeah,
You wake up every morning and you put on some clothes and you're at YouTube.
Yeah, to make you don't even put on clothes, really.
Yeah.
to put in, I mean, my videos aren't even close to as good as Adam Ryman's or Reeman, I don't know how to say his name.
But does he do a video every week?
No, but, you know, like, they're not even close to that scale, but, like, you know, they take everything I've got. They take everything I know how to do, you know?
Right.
What we've determined then is there are a lot easier ways for you, even with your skills, even with your meager skills, to make money. There are other ways you can make money.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
yeah.
There are easier ways for you to make money, right?
Yeah. And something that's kind of scary is recently my teaching license lapsed. And so I'm in it. Like,
wait a minute! I just watched a whole video. It was just under 6 minutes where you were teaching me.
Well, I'm talking about public schools.
I thought I had a lawsuit going there.
Your Utah teaching license is over with.
It's done. Yeah, that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go back because I still have the degree, but I'd have to get a license again, and you know, just there's a lot of hoops to jump through to get into that field, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I can imagine.
So it also sounds what you're saying is that if you just want to like enjoy riding dirt bikes all the time,
get a good job and buy a nice dirt bike and go out and ride it on the weekends.
Yeah, there's easier ways to do that too
because
than having a YouTube channel.
People think that I go out and ride dirt bikes every day, all day, and I go dirt biking way less now. And I've said it so many times, but I go dirt biking less now than I did when I was a teacher.
Right.
So it's really funny, but. Now if I plan a big project, like for example, West Coast Adventure Tour, a trip to Panama or something like that, I can hypothetically get away, but with the baby on the way, that's not happening. So.
But you don't have to take vacation. You don't have to.
Yeah, I can go, and it's all part of my business, and so my wife understands, and it's all good, you know.
That's part of your job. You're around all the time, which is awesome, but sometimes you got to go. Bring home the bacon.
That's part of the disconnect that I experienced over Christmas break, because during Christmas break I spent 100% of my time with my family, and I was like, holy crap, I missed this.
Right. Yeah. But realistically, if you were a teacher, you'd be spending even less time with them. with
No.
with a regular job.
No, I spent more time because honestly, once you get home from your job, if you don't own a business, when you get home from your job, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, but teachers have lessons plans. Teachers have papers to grade. My mom was a teacher, so I'm like totally up on this.
Well, you're assuming he was a good teacher. We don't know that.
Yeah, I wasn't a good.
Oh, you weren't a very good teacher?
No, I just had everything lined up. I mean, it was so easy because basically when you have your students do their work, you do your work.
Right.
Oh,
And so
okay.
you plan the lesson plan for the next day while they're doing their homework for that day.
Sounds like
Right.
he was a very efficient teacher.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it just was never hard for me.
My mom was a first grade teacher, so there was never a they do their work. I think it was constantly like chasing them around,
Yeah.
making sure that they weren't eating paste and sticking toothpicks in their eyeballs.
All right, eveRide. So we kind of covered, basically, motovlogging for money is stupid.
Yeah.
But yet all three of us still motovlog.
Yeah.
So like, what are some reasons to motovlog? Like why are you doing it? If it's kind of you know, if there's easier ways to make money and easier ways to ride motorcycles, why are you doing it?
Well, what I've discovered recently when I'm not, you know, going all total mode is that, you know, you can get a lot done by like binge editing, you know what I mean? You can edit the video and get the whole production done in like 3 days. But you're working like 10 hours each day. But you can hammer out a video in those 3 days, you know.
Okay, so
And so the other days, you know, I get to hang out with my kid. This is just a recent thing. We got Minecraft, so I play Minecraft with my son and
right.
go to the park with my daughter. And so it's basically like, well, it's kind of the equivalent when you add in all the other stuff that you got to keep up with YouTube. If you're working a 40-hour week,
Right.
which is my goal, you know, you do 10 hours for your comments and your, you know, all of your other stuff, basically. Your communications, your emails with companies and research and script writing. And then you get 30 hours for a good edit. So that's a 40-hour week. So it's basically like you're working 4 tens.
Right. So
And again, you're working 4 tens for, you know,
Okay,
$4 to
so-
$8 an hour.
Can I interject a little personal experience here from my perspective?
Sure.
You know, I understand that for running a channel your size, I think that's true. But running a channel my size, which is just about to hit 5,000 subs,
Yeah.
I spend less time editing than I do answering comments.
Yeah.
That's become the job. The job is now answering comments.
Yeah.
I shoot the videos on the weekends when I ride my dirt bike, and I would do that anyway.
Yep.
So the riding and the filming to me is part of the fun. So I don't see that as part of a job that I could possibly have.
Well, now, and I want to point something out with the comments and the community.
Okay.
The community is what makes these channels successful. No matter how hard I edit, like I said before, my videos will never be as good as Adam Ryman or as good as Derek Hallman. They'll never be like Moto 6 quality, you know what I mean?
Right.
So how do we even like have an audience? Is because we engage. It's because we talk to people, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like, you know, I've left comments so many times on many big channels of really professional shooters, and they never reply. Right?
That's so frustrating.
They're not part of the community.
Right. They're making content and they don't care what you think of it.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's how it feels. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
that's not true, but that's how it feels.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's okay too. They're just
Yeah.
doing a different thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's not what they're trying to accomplish with it.
Right, but it's definitely a one-way delivery, and I don't mind
Right.
it at all. I
Yeah.
like watching it. But
Yeah.
the thing is somebody that can only make content as good as I can, you know, without all of those super editing skills, you know, I have to engage.
Right.
Because, you know, if I'm not part of the community, you know, my editing chops don't merit people following my videos. You know
But
what I mean?
also at the same time, you have to think that there are other motovloggers that are bigger than you that don't spend any near the amount of time that you do editing or shooting videos. I mean, they shoot videos like I do.
Yeah, so you know, there's lots and lots of factors that can make a channel successful. I mean, one of them is like your topic, like what your theme. Like people who ride supermoto bikes, they're going to have an easier time because supermoto bikes are more accessible to more people. There's a lot more people in suburbs who want a supermoto bike than there are people who live out in the desert that want a dual sport, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, 100%.
So like, what kind of thing that you want to do on your channel has a lot to do with your success.
Well, if you want to have a big channel, and this is kind of like a well-known thing in the community, it's kind of a joke, is if you want to have a big channel, you get an icon variant.
Who would wear one of those things?
I don't know who would wear one of those.
You get an icon variant, and you ride an R1 and or a supermoto, both if possible.
Yeah.
Right, both.
Now another factor is like how long you've been doing it. Like I think if somebody wanted to come up and like duplicate your channel, eveRide, they would have a really hard time, just because like the ground floor opportunity of YouTube's kind of over. Like there was a gold rush, it happened. You know, it's still happening at some level, but it's not as easy for somebody to be successful starting now as it was for somebody 5 years ago.
You know what?
Right, but you can get a camera.
I'm gonna 100% disagree with that.
Then, well, if you want to be wrong, if you want to be wrong on your own channel, you can do that.
Here's the thing, and maybe you'll see my point, maybe you won't. And I'm not 100% disagreeing, but I will disagree because I think that anybody who wants to put in the effort, no matter when you join the party, you can still get in it. I think what happens mostly with channels that don't get bigger is really it's just a matter of time. I mean, the thing is, I am the smallest full-time channel for motorcyclists by far. I mean,
Right. Motorcyclist, period.
yeah, I mean, and people are always asking, comments and stuff. You can't survive on that. Like, I know what YouTube pays. You can't survive on that. And with the grace of my subscribers, I do with the affiliate stuff, and with no debt. I mean, I couldn't do it if we had any kind of debt.
Right.
Right.
Anyway, back to kind of the argument is it's constant growth, and if you're willing to just stick with it for long enough, yeah, you're going to be tiny. I mean, it took me 1 year to get 100 subscribers.
1 year to get how many subscribers?
1 year to get 100 subscribers.
100 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys both blew that away,
Yeah, we
true.
did.
Ride Victoria had, his goal was to get 5,000 subscribers year one, and he did. And so really, no matter how small you start or whatever, everybody starts small, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
Everybody starts at zero, Tyler.
yeah. But no matter where you're at year one or where you're at even year two or year three even, it's
Right.
irrelevant. If you keep at it, if you keep going and keep releasing some kind of content,
Yep.
growth is inevitable. You have to grow.
Right.
Right.
So you're not disagreeing with me. You're just saying that, if you work hard, you can be as successful as you are.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm saying that there really was no ground floor because we've got motovloggers that were around long ago, like Navy Thomas 8, Sergeant Markins, the Garden Snake, and a lot of the real big motovloggers came way after these guys, but yet they're considered ground floor.
Yeah. Well, this is why I say you're wrong, is because there's lots of people who I've seen who, like, they don't seem to be particularly good. They don't seem to make particularly good content, but they have lots of subscribers and lots of views because they've been around a long time. Like, those people exist.
Yeah, it's true. And, well, that kind of goes to both of our points.
Right.
Because if you're around for long enough, if you build a community, it's going to grow.
But this is the other thing, is because of technology and the progress of technology and these things getting cheaper.
Yeah.
There's more creators. It's easier. It's more accessible. Right?
It is more accessible, but that means that the market's also flooded.
Yeah, but
So that's
there's
20 years.
There's more and more eyeballs, but I think the creators are growing faster than the eyeballs are growing.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you're welcome to be wrong on your own channel. That's cool. All right, so let's talk about Colorado Dual Sport for a second and his channel.
All right.
So
I like talking about that guy.
Yeah, he's all right. So, anyways, like I said, we can't really say how much money we make on the two views, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But let's just answer this. Have you made enough money to pay for all the cameras that you've used?
I just recently looked at my lifetime total.
Yeah.
And I have finally made enough to pay for all of the cameras that I bought
To do the channel.
to do the channel.
Yeah.
And my Cenas.
Yeah. Oh, and the Cenas.
Yeah, and the Cenas.
Okay, so So you're almost breaking even tech-wise after how long of doing it?
It's been over 2 years.
Over 2 years.
And I'd also like to say that I buy all of my cameras used for super cheap.
Right. You Craigslist all of them, huh?
Yeah, so they're not $500 cameras. They're $100 cameras.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's enough information there.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you would say doing a TV channel for money is stupid.
Yeah, I would say doing it for money is stupid, but I'm going to go back to that's not why I do it, and that's also not why I started doing it.
All right, so why did you start doing it? And tell us, is it different on why you do it, or did you change on why you do it after you started it?
No, my goal still hasn't changed. I've just kind of gained new goals along the way.
I got it.
My goal originally was to show people Colorado trails and how difficult they were. Because when I was a new rider, I would go on YouTube and look for trail videos, and they were all awful. They didn't actually say anything about the trail. It was just some guy riding, and I didn't know his skill level or anything.
Right.
And I think I accomplished that goal filming the trails, but then I found that it was kind of fun to be entertaining as well. So yeah, I kind of took more towards the entertainment and the showing of the trail. So I still try and tell everybody where we're at, and ride the trail, and I try and point out anything that would be super difficult for a noob.
Right.
But at the same time, I like entertaining people, and I like hanging out with you guys, and you guys are ridiculous. That was awesome. And yeah, so that's kind of what it's turned into, more entertainment.
I'm going to go on a totally different angle there too, it is fun to, make friends through YouTube, but then once you actually make those friends, it's ridiculously fun to hang out with them.
Right.
Like, that is maybe one of my biggest drives. Like, one of my big goals, and I know it's going to sound like, oh, that's really material or whatever to some people, and I don't care, I don't want to drive a Ferrari. What I want in life is a moto house.
Moto house.
I want a house, doesn't have to be big, has to have a garage.
Okay.
It's a house beyond the one I live in, and it's just one that people come and stay in with motorcycles in the garage, and they just hang out and ride.
So like a man cave house.
Yeah, like a
A dual sport man cave house.
A cave house. I guess.
A dual sport cave house.
Yeah, that's one of that would be amazing, because that way it's just like, hey man, don't worry about bringing a bike, trailer, bikes, just fly out. I got this bike for you. Let's go ride it,
And this is why we all have a vested interest in eveRide being successful in his channel. So please subscribe now.
So Jeff, how much time does it take for you then?
Well, I edit on Monday nights. I start editing as soon as I get home from work, 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I edit, and the video is done and finalized up on YouTube by the time I go to bed around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So 7 hours I spend editing. But that's not nearly as much time as I spend interacting by answering every single comment that comes in on my channel.
Yeah.
Which can be hundreds on a single video. So,
now my channel's a little bit different than you guys. The reason I started it and the reason I keep doing it.
Yeah.
I was watching you guys on your channels, and I was like, these guys suck. There's nothing entertaining about this, and that's not how you get a carburetor out of a bike. I can do better than this. so I decided, I had something to add, and plus I kind of felt like I've been mooching, just watching lots of motovloggers for a long time, for a couple of years, and not giving back and contributing my own content. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just kind of felt like I'd feel better if I gave back a little bit and put something out there to entertain you guys.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's very kind.
Yeah, so that's why I started. If somebody wanted to start motovlogging who's not doing it now,
right.
I'd say, yeah, go ahead, do it. It's been a great experience for me, but don't do it for money.
Exactly.
And so I think we've covered it all. eveRide, you any final thoughts?
Basically do it for fun, do it to join the community, but doing it for money is a dumb decision. And the only way I would ever recommend that is if you have absolutely no debt and if you don't have kids. Because honestly, maybe if I were to go back in time, I wouldn't put my kids through what I've put them through.
All
just
good to know.
saying, you know, like,
Yep.
it's that.
Yep. All right, Colorado Dual Sport. Any final words? Any final thoughts?
Do it for fun, do it as a hobby, and do it to make awesome friends.
Yep.
Don't do it for money, because unless you're one of the 2 or 3 that get picked every year at random,
Yeah.
you're not going to make enough money to live off of.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler, I don't mean to be a downer. I know you're doing it. I'm proud of you. But that's my true thought.
It's true. Yeah. You make it on YouTube either through some weird lottery that YouTube does to make everybody think they can be huge, or you can actually work hard and get big slowly. That's my thoughts on it. Watch out on the left.
All right. Well, my final thoughts are, yeah, don't do it for money. Find some other good reason to do it. And there's no easy way to make a buck in life. Like just suck it up and work hard.
Yep.
You know, figure out something that you like to do, and just work hard at doing that.
Right.
And you'll be happy. And you know, that's not going to be making videos on a motorcycle for everyone.
Right.
Definitely not.
Yeah. All right. So that was fun doing a vlog on your channel there, eveRide. But let's wrap it up.
Yeah, it was fun to have you guys. So if you enjoy a motovlog or two, definitely check out Colorado Dual Sport and Hermit the Vlog. I'm gonna bust your bubble right now, Hermit. Hermit in many of his vlogs acts like a jerk, and he's absolutely not. He's one of the nicest people out there.
It's not true. Don't believe anything he says.
He really is, guys. But check him out if you enjoy motovlogs. They're definitely people that you have to be checking out if you like the dual sportage. And the trails they go on in Colorado are incredible. So head on over and hit subscribe, and I'm sure they would appreciate it.
We would appreciate it.
Absolutely would. Love to see you.
Also, their vlogs are not as long as this. This is a very long vlog because, you know, we just had a lot to talk about, and just kind of think about this as visual talk radio.
Yeah, and we don't get to hang out all that much either.
That's true. So we're gonna get while it gets good.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good week. Over and out.
And as for me, it is much love, ladies and gentle tubers. Thank you so much for watching. eveRide out.